Right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Minrathous, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
Let's try this again. Where's Nev Gallus?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Right, welcome back to the channel. So, last episode we just got the character customization out of the way. Now, the first thing he does is the man throws a choice at you. Are we going to fight him or talk our way out? Now, I've done both of these with my two different characters. Funnily enough, I fought my way out with a mage, which was quite entertaining. You don't actually do it, it's a cutscene, but it is done quite well. So, let's fight our way out.
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable. Not enough gold in the world for this.
Varric, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Nev Gallus.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks. Your friend Nev Gallus is at Dumat Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
It got us Nev's location. Come on, Harding will be worried.
All right, break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her.
There we go. Right. Yeah, I do actually love the fighting scene more than the talk with your way out.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
But I am going to try and base it off. Like, I am going to role play it a little bit with her.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil.
Just looking at the screen, making sure. This is my second attempt at coming back to doing the recording.
To talk him down.
Calm down, Barry. This is my second attempt at doing the recording. The first time, for some reason, it completely threw everything out of sync.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way.
Yep, let's go.
She'll get us to do
Now, I would like to mention
and
as well,
then we'll get us to Solus.
Watch out!
this is not a blind playthrough, it's semi-blind.
Solus summoning demons on purpose?
I mean, that should be obvious seeing as I've already got 2 characters that I've not played too far in.
When the veil comes down completely?
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
Now, there have been a lot of complaints from a lot of people about how this game is, lore-wise.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
Yeah, Varric's been around in this for a while.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
We're good, but we need to move.
Agreed. Solus isn't waiting, neither can we.
We got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nevgalis? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
What's
Now,
up? We've got company.
if you chose to play as the Black Dragon's background, you would have had some additional conversation there.
Demon.
Right, I'll just quickly do this. So it's going to explain how to do the combat.
Here they come.
Now the combat is slight, well, there's a lot more altered compared to, ooh, that ain't bad. It's a lot different to what it was in previous games. Because in Dragon Age Origins is proper like turn-based, not turn-based, like typical RPG,
Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev.
Baldur's Gate style.
Patch yourselves up if you need it.
And as it's gone through the games, it's altered it slightly, so by the time it got to Inquisition, it changed it up quite a bit.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Even if his
Yes, you
ritual
can
kills
do
us all
quite a
in the
bit of
process.
exploring. Yeah, it's changed up quite a bit. So by the time it's got to this, its combat is more along the lines of, like, say, everyone keeps comparing it to a God of War style kind of fighting, but I'm thinking more Assassin's Creed. A mix of Assassin's Creed and, in a strange sense, maybe it's just me, but Fable as well.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Let's move.
I mean, you've still got certain aspects from the old games that you can do.
Cultists! We were supposed to defeat.
You're out.
I hate these assholes.
Ah, so you can't
But the
use...
Venatori put up a
Ooh, nice
barrier
shot.
to block the way.
Ow. You are. But yeah, like I was saying about like your backgrounds and your faction and that, basically, pause it for a sec. Not pause it, sorry, we'll go to the map. So basically, when you are a certain faction, you do unlock a little extra dialogue. So for instance, when you're playing as the Black Dragons, like I already said, there'll be a bit of dialogue asking why you can't show where Dumat Plaza is. And then as we come up to the next bit, they ask, you know, you've got a bit more experience fighting with them and explain that kind of thing. There is, like I say, little bits and pieces which are nice touches for this kind of thing. And it also comes up in conversations that you can choose, as well as your classes. Hopefully if I could aim.
More intruders!
Avenge our fallen brethren!
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
Back in the Lords of Fortune, we refuse to take jobs from them. And we'll take jobs from almost anybody.
There you go.
Good to know you have standards.
Perfect point. Because I've not played as this faction, I wouldn't have noticed it. But I think each faction does say something a bit different there. Because I think in the Mournhold, I keep saying Mournhold, that's Morrowind. Veilguard, your character does mention about dealing with necromancers. Let's jump down here. So I think it is altered per character looking back.
Allies of Ned Gallus! Kill them all!
Hi. Right, so yeah, this is where a bit of the old school Dragon Age comes in. When you can use your ability, it's different to the old one. Older ways of doing it. Oh, that was quite. Yeah. I do like how the rogue plays, to be fair. Still prefer the mage at the moment.
Venatori, take your revenge!
But again, I always prefer mages in games anyway. I don't know how long I'm going to make this episode.
Another barrier. But it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Yeah, that's how you get your health back. Destroy those green jars. Just go full link on them. And they give you your health potions.
Varric, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in this city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found her a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece?
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but she tends to think in straight lines.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus?
You get right to the point. I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages, who told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
Yeah, he's causing a lot of trouble.
So if we
let's
do
go.
catch Solus, or the Dread Wolf, or whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us?
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
Lovely. So yeah, like I say,
We can slide down the
as I was saying about like the people moaning about the like lore side and everything, it has changed a lot because it doesn't bring back too much about the lore, I believe. And people just, as I said, were trying to say it
Looks like the Venatori
God
also
of War
found it.
now.
And then demons found them.
But it is what it is. I mean, I've found very, very few problems with it. I've enjoyed the game from what I've played. Basically telling you like about like doing ranged attacks and that, because you can get enemies and where are you? Oh. So basically your enemies in this, they can have different defences. Very nice. So what we're facing off against is a ranged defence.
Enchantment
It used to
on the
be
entrance.
magical
I
defence,
can
but in
get
this
it.
they call it ranged defence. As you progress through the game, you will find enemies with different defences, not
So
just
this is
like
the
the blue
Dreadwolf's hideout.
aura.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Minrathous itself.
And on top of that, you will also get enemies with modifiers on, which we'll see as we play through. You'll see them a bit later on.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people.
What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or
I've
something.
moved a bit too far
Well,
forward,
that
so we
sounds
missed the end of
ominous.
that. Right, so let's get down there. I think I've got a rough idea where I can end this episode, actually. That critical shot is actually quite satisfying, being able to take them out like that. I'd imagine on higher difficulties it would be a lot more, a lot less punishing. To them, that is, not to you. Alright.
It sounds like that opened something below.
Then let's have a look.
Yes. Let's go into his little sanctuary. Now, one thing I have noticed about this, and I might be wrong, it might just be me, you don't get drops like you normally would. I've not really noticed enemies dropping anything. I think they might have dropped material, but they don't drop weaponry from what I've seen so far.
Is the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvium.
Which I don't
They're
think is a
old,
bad thing, to
very
be
old.
fair.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another. Solus uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
Let's go. But yeah, there are definite improvements from the last games. I mean, the character creation is far superior. I'd say it's on par with Baldur's Gate 1, in a
I
way.
know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. We've never
I mean,
seen
of course, there's
anything
less
like
races to pick from, but then you've got the ability to alter your character's body and everything.
The tremors are getting worse.
Like I said, it's on par with Elder Scrolls Online and Baldur's Gate in a sense. Let's fight! Right, this is the other type of armour that I was referring to. And yes, I have just parried, by the way. One thing I have noticed about playing the different classes as well is like
And I thought the demons
your
were
mage
back
character
on
actually has a close range attack now. Can use a dagger and like a orb. And it's a nice change from not just sitting at the back using the staff all the time.
Does it feel like those cameras are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
Your ranger, like I say, I'm surprised you're not able to switch straight to the bow and use it that way. But it makes sense considering it's more free flow fighting than it was before, where it was like not so turn based, but more along the lines of like I say, what if anyone's played the old Republic and that, similar to online games, online MMOs, where you just swing, there's no control over it. For instance, stuff like I say, like World of Warcraft, it was more along the lines of that than it was an actual RPG. Well, I say an actual RPG, an action RPG. So you could get away with using a bow class that way, whereas with this now it's like, well, alternating between the two. It'd be better just to have it on your back, like just be able to pull the bow out to use and then put it away instead of doing it like generally. If that makes sense, if that's been worded properly, possibly not.
Almost there.
Ow. Yeah, out in the face. Down there, quick. Tail off as well.
Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many will get a solar finish in this ritual.
Like I say, I do appreciate how fluid the fighting is on this. Especially as, like I say, the rogue and the mage. The tank just plays like a tank, the warrior. You expect it to be a bit more cumbersome. You know, you can't exactly roll around and play armor dark souls style.
Watch the lightning!
Ooh, that's fine. You can parry it. Ow. Dodge. Yeah, you got pistol cover as well.
How a demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
Never done that before, so that's a new thing to me. I keep trying to play this like Minds of Moria, like using a bow, because it's very similar to that.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
Now, a lot of the next bit is going to be cutscenes.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demon off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asked nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option. to help him justify changing his mind.
Right. I do apologise if that's coming through the headset. Where I've through the mic, where I've got it set up, I might have to have a look to see if I can have it come through my headphones. We're gonna support Varric.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons!
Take care of the team for me.
Now he makes that sound like it's one of, you know, the typical trope in games where they turn around, take care of the group for me and end up getting killed. But he's so cliche, it's unbelievable.
Let's buy him some time.
Right, fighting time.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
Better talk fast. Hold these things up forever.
Nice quicker section.
The Veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right. You two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
So we're gonna take Nev for this one.
Let's go, Nev. Harding, keep the demons busy.
Good luck.
Just a quick little scene here. Yeah, that was me being a bit budget. Yeah. I've never really checked this.
This is it.
Green.
We need to break down the scaffolding.
There we go.
Why? Why tear down the Veil? Knowing all the lives it'll cost.
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but it isn't falling. We need to push it. Right! Together! Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
So. Oh dear.
You have no idea what you have done.
Solus? I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
All right. You brought me here to talk. What are we talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
How am I supposed to trust anything you're saying?
You saw them escape from my prison.
I also saw you bringing down the veil.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric.
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
We stopped you. We'll stop them.
I had a ritual dagger of pure lyrium. My network of mirrors could take me from the lighthouse across the world in moments. Right now, you seem to have neither. Do you intend to knock over a statue during their ritual?
Well, I don't intend to take advice from the elven god of lies.
Quite right. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
That's the first time I've chose that.
Why tear down the veil? Listen.
No idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'll take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
What happened?
I did my best to talk sense into Solus, but of course, he wasn't listening. He never does.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah. Harding got everyone out. By the skin of her teeth, mostly. Before you start worrying, Nev will be fine. She's apparently a lot tougher than both of us put together. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
I should have come up with a better plan. I should
You
have...
worked with what you had. And you succeeded, by the way. World isn't drowning in demons.
It isn't over, though. We trapped Solus in the Fade, but something else got out. Something...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like the unfortunate business involving a corrupt noble and that ancient evil. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole soulless mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook, look who's awake. I've been searching the place for Lyrian potions. Didn't mean to intrude.
Not at all. I was just about to have a look around.
Oh, be careful if you go outside, Rook. It is a long way down. The Illuvian led us into something, and it's in the Fade. Because that's what we needed. The dream world.
Then I really need to look around.
Can't hurt. In theory. And we need to talk about our next move. Maybe find Harding? She went outside somewhere. There's a table in the central area here. I'll meet you both there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
Right, so that's where I'm going to call an end of this episode. Yes, bonus items because of pre-ordering, yada yada yada. So that's that part pretty much done. Next episode we'll explore the dream world, see what we got to find there, and then we'll take it from, well, we'll take whatever steps from there. I do know a couple of puzzles around here which I'll do next episode anyway. Calm down, look, stop dancing. Right, so thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you all next episode.